Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the Puck Drops here. Yeah, I'm back after a bit of a 2-hour hiatus after the two games we called. I just finished doing my hockey radio show, and so I missed the first half and a bunch of the third quarter of Tampa Bay and Washington. But I'm here now, and there's a one-possession game between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Washington football team. So here we go. On 2nd and 4, Tampa Bay leads by 8 after leading 18-7 at one point. Here's Brady. Tom Brady goes deep to Evans. Incomplete. 2nd and 4, turns to 3rd down. Brady down the sideline to Evans, and just nothing there. And the Washington football team will have hung in there with their backup Heineke. They now, again, still only down by 8. Tampa Bay won there. That's a throw over the middle of the 45-yard line. Great, the first down. Tampa Bay won their first game in the championship run to the Cup. Game 1 in 5 overtimes against Columbus. And the Game 1 easy win against Toronto in baseball. So this football, their other third sport, trying to see if they can continue this championship march. Go, maybe not 3 for... Oh, Brady never caught that ball. Oh, they're going to have to go back. Wait, hold on a second. This calling that a catch? Shouldn't that not be a catch? Or it never hit the ground. That's what they're saying. Handoff. The Rays didn't win the championship, but that would be 2 straight. A championship. This would be the 3rd to go there. There's a fumble on the field. They're calling. Young is pointing. The rest of the Washington football team is pointing. That initially that it was a fumble. The officials have not said. More fingers are coming out. Washington is just vehemently screaming that this is a fumble. What's the official call? Yes. Washington makes a play on a running play at midfield. It's a fumble against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And just hold on a second. And there you go. Washington forces a fumble. And as you can see it, though, Washington, I have the old hat, so I'm not going to put it forward. I'm picking Washington to win this game. I go 3 for 3, actually, because I picked the Rams to win. They won. Picked the Bills to win. They won. The winner of this game will be the second team in the NFC to advance, as the Rams became the first. Here's Heineke. Heineke steps up, throws over the middle. Caught to the 40 by Sims. And it's first down, Washington.
And putting it right on the money once again.
Here is Heineke, handoff, short of the line to gain. Buccaneers have not been in the playoffs for over a decade. Buffalo had not won a playoff game since the 1990s, but they broke that historical antidote. So maybe Tampa Bay can break theirs. I believe I actually don't know the last time Washington won a football game. I know they've been in the playoffs. I know they've been in the playoffs before recently, a few years ago, but not. Here's Heineke running for it. Heineke broke another tackle. Heineke with great rush. He'll slide past the 30. Heineke's looking for a flag because he got hit. But it is a first down as he motions. And what a run by Tyler Heineke. And with 4:30 to go in the third quarter, Washington has marched into Tampa Bay territory just past the 30. Oh, well, Taylor Heineke, I didn't even know this because I only noticed the starter. Taylor Heineke was the backup for my XFL team, my favorite, the St. Louis Battlehawks. I never noticed him really play, but he is now starting a game and might never got to win a championship in the XFL. I don't think they got to the championship game because of COVID, but he might have a chance to eliminate a team in the NFL, and that would be Tampa Bay. And not only just eliminate them, but beat Tom Brady. Horse collar tackle coming up against Tampa Bay, against Murphy Bunting. And the horse collar tackle comes up against him trying to take down the running back for Washington, Gibson.
If you're in an opening of the shoulder pad of the helmet, it's a call, but it looked like he was over the top of his shoulder there. Absolutely, Mike. He reached over and into the front of the runner and pulled him down.
Now, even if Washington wins, there is still no one knows where they will play because we're still awaiting what is happening with the two teams. And Sims goes close for a second down. The two teams are Chicago and New Orleans.
But again, this was a good job by Taylor Heineke. They've got a double level. He's looking deep first. It wasn't there. He didn't force it. First down, I'll take my underneath.
Because if New Orleans wins, then they'll play the Rams regardless of whoever wins this game. Tried to hurdle him. Wow, Sims. He was trying to hurdle two defenders. Then he got viciously punted out of bounds. Kind of funny he got punted because it's more like he got bunted because I think it was bunting. Here is the handoff. Close to the yard. The line of scrimmage. It didn't get there. But if the Bears win, actually back to that. The Bears win. Right, and that's what I said. And then then the Rams would play the Packers if the Saints win. Saints playing the winner of this game. But if the Bears win, the Bears would play Green Bay, and then the winner of this game would play the Rams at home too. So there's actually a chance. It's a really slim chance because the Bears aren't expected to beat New Orleans. There's a chance that Tampa Bay can actually have a home game. Heineke rushes to the end zone. Did he get there? Yes! Touchdown, Washington! Tyler Heineke. And the football team is 2 points away from tying this game. Heineke steps up, scrambles. His pocket is closed. Then he's able to open it, and the only guy to get him is Sue, and then he takes the sideline because the corner is coming back. And there's the play. Does he get to the sideline? Absolutely. He is flying, and he never goes out of bounds. And he doesn't lose grip of the ball either. So that is a complete touchdown. No touchback, no out of bounds. And just points to the jersey. Name of Heineke. That's my quarterback coming in, selling his body to the team. Believes they have a destiny in Washington. Taking this lead. Here we go. And it's Thomas trying to get there. He cannot. Stood up at the line of scrimmage. Tampa Bay makes a play. Washington trails by 2. With 2:14 to go in the third quarter. And so Heineke with the enormous touchdown. And Washington cuts the deficit to 2.
Progressive presents At Home with Baker Mayfield. Oh no. Hello? Emma? I can't feel my fingers! Please! No.
This is my body of proof.
Proof of less joint pain and clearer skin. Proof that I can fight so I don't arthritis.
All right, now we are just waiting for me to find where something I had was dropped. No, this isn't it. Doesn't matter, guys. Oh, here we go. I'm still waiting for this game to come back.
Serious allergic reactions and new or worsening heart failure. Tell your doctor if you've been to areas where certain fungal infections are common, and if you've had TB, hepatitis B, are prone to infections.
Oh, sorry. You heard that?
Start Humira if you have an infection.
Ask your rheumatologist about Humira.
Go to Humira.com. Proof in action.
It's just stuffed crust. This is Papa John's crust. Stuff. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
Get your taxes done with or without the office visit. Drop in, drop off. Send us a pic of your docs, and a tax pro will do the work. Or file online and get help if you need it. No matter how you choose to file, Block has your back.
You guys won in overtime. The reason you were late is because you guys won in overtime and you scored the winning goal off of a wraparound TJ Oshie style in the 2016 semifinals game one, meaning the leg is down and the puck, you can't see it. Double overtime. Oh, did you score the goal though to win it? I feel like the Oilers broadcaster is now broadcasting Tampa Bay. Overtime, double overtime, the Horkoff goal. The one that sounds like this. Let me play it. I'm playing in my ears, not out loud.
Our nation's capital. Very much in the news this past weekend. This football team has been in the news throughout this season for a variety of reasons. Some have been inspirational, like their head coach, like Alex Smith and his comeback from the Lakers.
You assisted on the goal. Nice.
Out of nowhere to something. And this guy too. Catherine, what about Chase Young?
Yeah, from out of nowhere was where he came. He came from the defensive side, sitting on the bench with his teammates.
Oh, this is how it sounds. Jared Stoll wins it for Edmonton in overtime. Double overtime. That's whenever I see double OT, I think that. 22 seconds into double overtime. So I didn't think you guys expected to get a run for it, but what a game for you guys. Also, speaking of games, right, the second straight time I predicted it right again. The Rams won. I forget the score, 30-20. There were a few field goals. There's another touchdown and another touchdown to Metcalf. Seattle kept it close, but then the Rams are just too much. So they advance. We don't know who they'll advance against. It depends on the New Orleans-Chicago game. In this game, Tampa Bay was up for a lot, but the Washington football team is starting their backup, their third string, who was a backup in the XFL for my favorite team, the St. Louis Battlehawks. Tyler Heineke, when they were down 18-10, just ran for a touchdown. They missed it's a 2-point conversion, but they're now down 18-16. Here's Brady over the middle. And it's Godwin, and it's third down. So Washington only trails by 2 with 1:56 to play in the third quarter. You missed the first, you missed the second. So did I. You missed most of the third, but you're back for the end of the third, and you've not missed the end of the game. In a 2-point game, too. It's a 2-point game, so it's not a long. Tampa Bay's been good in this game, but they haven't been entirely dominant. Vaughn, the running back. 3rd and 3 for Brady. Brady motioning. And here's Brady throwing over the middle. He's got a man, Brate. And the ball gets slapped out of bounds, but Brate is the guy for the first down with 1:06 and counting left in the third quarter. Also, if you're wondering who I'm picking, I'm not putting it forwards because it's an old hat of the old logo, but Washington football team. So I picked before this game even started, actually. I just felt, they had the defense, they're a little bit experienced, and Tom Brady on a new team in the playoffs. Like, what? So I felt that's way. Running right up the middle. Also, Washington created a fumble, which caused their drive to work by Leonard Fournette, the former Jaguar. It's 2nd down. They do not have to snap the ball until quarter 4 if they don't want to. Heineke on the bench. It's 2nd and 5. They're in the huddle. They don't have to do anything here. It looks like they are going to run a play, but they don't have to. They get the ball right before the third quarter ends. Last play of the third quarter. Brady throws, and he's got a first down. Mike Evans deep into Washington territory in the red zone. Brady to Evans. There's a celebration by Antonio Brown. Godwin. The Buccaneers are driving, but they're only up by 2. Heineke has helped his team. The other team had 15 seconds left on the power play as the period was starting. They win the draw, start playing like any team would do on the power play. Got like 2 shots there. All right, continue. So it's 18-16 with the Bucs on the Washington 23-yard line. Also, I will be streaming tomorrow's 3 games as well. The first game, Baltimore and Tennessee. The second game, New Orleans and Chicago. And the third and final game, Cleveland and Pittsburgh.
They understand that everyone is different. We're not clones. Right? Spectrum Mobile lets you mix and match any plan and save because it's a better way to mobile. Spectrum Mobile. Look forward. Hit the gas. Focus on the road before you. The Honda Civic. With standard Honda sensing and multi-angle rear view camera. It's fun. Always. To defend against dark forces attacking your organization, you need to see in the dark. To have the wisdom to understand multiple cyber threats.
And then a bad pass deflected off my skate straight to the guy coming out of the box going on a breakaway. Goalie plays aggressively and goes at him for a poke check that worked. Puck went right to me. All right, you got the puck. You're moving in the offensive zone. What happens next?
Tonight's aerial coverage is brought to you by Geico. Long wait to get back in the playoffs in Tampa Bay, and their fans have to sweat out this fourth quarter. Buccaneers.
I wasn't in a position, so I shoot it, so I passed it. Empty net score. So you might have had a chance at the goaltender from what I'm imagining in my mind, but you made for the better play, the easy play, the pass to the goal, and the overtime winner, and the series winner. Here is a tackle. Oh, no, it's not a series winner. You said it was 7 games each round, so that's game 1, right? Wait, is it 1 win, you're done, like the NFL, or is it series? Tell me that. Second and 2 for the Bucs right now.
Johnson, the rookie out of Minnesota, all-time leading receiver, sent in by Byron Leftwich.
Second and 2 for the Buccaneers. Brady in the shotgun. Fast of steps. That's game 1. That's your lightning moment. Looking for their lightning moment. Tom Brady goes down. Daron Payne with the sack. Brady went down. Okay, because Brady went down and he was in just a downwards position. I didn't know if he had gotten back up. He does get up. He's fine. Wasn't injured. Just was hit hard. Kind of ducked down and took the hit.
Make a play inside. And he gets past Ted Larson, who's in there for Alex Kappa. The starter's out. Larson just elevated from the practice squad. And Payne comes up with a big play to make it 37.
Here's Brady. Screen incomplete. Went for Antonio Brown, and it's 4th down. So a field goal will put Tampa Bay up by 5 if they go there. I would think they would with 13:35 to play and the clock stopped. They could go for it here, but if they don't get it, Washington would get the ball back and they would have a chance to take the lead with a field goal. I don't believe Washington has led this game at all. Ryan Suckup to make it a 5-point game. It would make it 21-16. 38-yard field goal for Ryan Suckup. The kick is up. It was turning right, but it does go through, and they go up by 5, does Tampa Bay, with 13:32 to play in the 4th, possibly in Washington's season. They forged a way into the playoffs for themselves, saved their season with the win over Philadelphia. They're going to need some more offense against Tampa Bay here. Right. But you got game 1. It's not the series, but you got game 1. You take the 1-0 lead in the series, and there you go for game 2, I guess, coming up at home. When is game 2? As I was saying, I'll be doing all streaming all day tomorrow. So if you have game 2, then obviously, but I don't know.
We have to stop.
What is this? It's a TNT.
All right, I'm going to get some milk.
Take a family off-road trip in the new Santa Fe with H-Track all-wheel drive.
Wendy's didn't start the chicken wars. They just ended them. With Wendy's.
Yeah, that's true. You said about double overtime.
Start the year right. The amazing iPhone 12 on the 5G from America's most reliable network. This new iPhone plus Verizon 5G, game changer. Unlimited plans include 5G. And now iPhone 12 Pro with 5G is on us. Only on Verizon.
Game 2 is on Monday. All right. Try to take that 2-0 series lead to wherever they play in BC. All right, we're back. Washington getting the ball back. They now will need a touchdown to take the lead, not a field goal, due to Ryan Suckup and his kicking. But they had Tom Brady, and they did not give up an offensive touchdown.
Still might be the case. Saints are favored.
And what they just said about the Saints in Chicago with the team gonna get the one place. The Saints try to get in one as I did say before. I'd like to see the Saints in Tampa, but I don't know if that's possible. Oh yeah, it is. Oh yeah, it is actually. Oh yeah. If Tampa wins and the Saints win, yeah, then that would be who they would play because the Rams would go to Green Bay and the Saints would host Tampa Bay.
What Catherine was telling us is the coach's thoughts on the first half with what we see here in the third quarter and now the fourth.
Yes, and Bruce Arians told Catherine he wasn't happy with the red zone offense. There was another drive there where they don't score 7 points, and now Taylor Heineke and this Washington offense has a chance to drive to take the lead.
In the shotgun, Heineke. Heineke fakes it. Heineke still scrambling, throws to the ground, but he got sacked. Heineke fell a little bit awkwardly on his arm, but he is now going up and getting ready for 2nd and 10. Heineke. Haskins got released. CXF2K. I hope I said that correctly. Haskins is a free agent. Also, we were dominating in the first overtime. Their goalie just stopped everything. Oh, that's nice. Here's Heineke. Heineke throws, screen, caught low, and that won't do too much. I assume except 2K that it's Heineke. It's Heineke. I would show the game, but I can't because I've had problems with YouTube where nice Josh. Where on YouTube where I'll show a game and then I'm not allowed to live stream on my channel. This isn't even my main channel, it's my second channel. On my channel for 90 days. It happened to me. It sucks. So I would show you the game, absolutely, but I just can't. Thrown over the top and incomplete. Great coverage by Tampa. It will be a Washington punt. I assume CXP2K, you're a Washington fan. I wasn't too happy because you see I'm wearing the Washington hat, but it's because I picked Washington to win. They're not my team. I'm a Giants fan, so you could kind of see that I wasn't too happy about last week with Washington. But your team made it to the playoffs. I have a lot. I'm a hat collector. My team made it to the playoffs. I mean, your team made it to the playoffs, and that's all that mattered. You made it fair and square, and you're doing a decent job against Tampa Bay. You're down by 5. This will be punted. This will bounce close to the 31. It is going to go to the Tampa Bay 31. That's where Tom Brady will get the ball, and he's going to try to take as much clock as possible off the clock with 12:33 to go in the fourth quarter.
Find new adventures together in the new Santa Fe with user profiles.
Robert West is one of the orthopedists for the Washington football team. They're looking at that left shoulder with Taylor Heineke and Ryan Vermillion coming in for a look. And hello, Steven Montez. How you doing? He's never played the NFL. The rookie out of Colorado. They're going to take Heineke back for further examination. One would assume an X-ray. So Brady takes over lead by 5 from the 31, and he fires, and it's complete as Evan slipped to come on.
All right, here we go. Wait, what's the score? 18. I cannot speak. How many times has my voice failed me today? 21-16 in favor of Tampa Bay. It's a very strange score. First down as Evans makes the catch, but now he is going to be looked at by the training staff of Tampa Bay. What a catch by Mike Evans sliding down. Not a greatly thrown ball, but he catches the ball right at the 49-yard line of Washington. Here goes Fournette. Fournette is racing, and he gets the first down and close to the 40-yard line of Washington. And they're going to try to just run this ball and get this into a position to score another touchdown. That would put them up by 12. Heineke is going to the locker room, so I'm not sure what Washington will do here with if they get the ball back on offense. Here's a jet sweep. It'll get past the 30, and we close to the first down, but I think knocked out short. Yes. 11 minutes to go in the game, possibly in Washington's season. It's a 2nd and 2. They've had a great season, though, Washington has. It was Miller with the jet sweep. Brady, handoff, Fournette, pushing. Fournette gets the first down. Right past the 20 there into the Washington red zone. And this is all trying to score some points, preferably score a touchdown. And if they score a touchdown, when you're up by 12 and give the ball away, you've bled 4 minutes off the clock. That's what this is basically. Here's Brady getting out. Brady throws wide open. Mike Evans to the 3-yard line of Washington. And it's 1st and goal for the Buccaneers. I haven't noticed that. He didn't just sit there. He moved around, and then he threw the ball off of his body and then right to Evans. 3 drives in the red zone. No touchdowns, only field goals. Let's see if the Buccaneers can really, if they're staking the playoffs with the red zone touchdown here. That's what they get. Touchdown, Tampa. Great. Tampa up 11. The next point to go up 12. Their first red zone touchdown of the night, and it's timely. Ron Payne was saying that this is incomplete. Let's see. Hey, that's close. Hey, that's actually pretty close. It hits his body, and then, that is a close call. I think it will still stand, but that's close. Now they're saying that this is incomplete. I'm not sure, but they're going to review it and see if it's incomplete or if it's a touchdown. So we're still waiting for the commercial.
There are a lot of important titles out there. Soldier, diver, pilot, veteran, homeowner, chauffeur, business owner. Most important to us, member. That's why we offer lower fees, better rates, and discounts. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
T-Mobile knows the new year brings big news. That's why we're bringing out our best deal on the new iPhone 12 with 5G. Right now, get the iPhone 12 on us on every single plan. Switch now and save 20% of your bill versus the other guys. That's not an introductory rate. That's the best value in wireless. That's right. The iPhone 12 on us on America's 5G leader in coverage. And save 20% per month. Share the big moments and big savings at T-Mobile.
Still waiting for this to get back, but not here.
May I ask why you got on the bus with no pants?
How else am I supposed to get to the pants store? Idiot. Your Thursday amenities.
After reviewing the play, the ball hit the ground. Pass is incomplete. It'll be second and goal at the 3-yard line. Please reset the game clock to 9 minutes.
It's incomplete, guys. They're reviewing. I'm sorry, I left that. They're reviewing if the receiver if his arms hit the ground before the ball, and they said no, the ball did, so it's incomplete. Handoff, Fournette. Doesn't matter. Touchdown, Tampa. Let's take 3 minutes to see if the ball hit the ground. Ball hit the ground, that's fine. We're going to run up the gut, and we take a 12-point lead. That's what Tom Brady in Tampa is saying. As Leonard Fournette dashes right up the middle, and watching the players on them, but nobody ever tackled them. So, just like that, and how fitting Johnson for a Tampa Bay team. I think it might be Tyler Johnson, too. I think that receiver's name is actually Tyler Johnson, which is cool because Tampa Bay Tyler Johnson, and Tyler Johnson left the Lightning in his free agency. Kick is up and good. Now it's 12. It was 11. It's now a 12-point lead. 28-16 in favor of the Buccaneers.
Mr. Blank, there's no need to be stressed. Geico makes it easy to file a claim online, on the app, or over the phone.
Yeah, but what if I never get back? That's gonna make me want to go.
The Geico claims team is always there for you.
That makes me want to celebrate with some fireworks. 5, 6, 7, go, 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 go.
Geico. Great service without all the drama.
Wow! You gotta see the stats on that one. I get the handoff, and with 4 defenders that close, chance of punching it in for a TD, 14%.
So we'll see if the Lightning can see if the Washington football team can come back down by 12. They'll need a touchdown if they want to continue this season.
It doesn't matter where they came from or how you met them. Some you've known your entire life. Others just feel like it. They come in small groups or by the thousands. And everything's just better when you're with them. No matter how you family, it's better in the Hyundai Palisade with available class exclusive blind view monitor.
This is the new iPhone 12 Pro with 5G and on nationwide 5G from AT&T. Now, new and existing customers can get our best deal.
Really? Mom, AT&T has the deal for new and existing customers. I will.
So what'd you say?
Wrong person.
Still a commercial right now.
Very excited on his way.
Word of mouth advertising. It's what they did before commercials.
It's not complicated. Everyone gets our best iPhone 12 mini.
On camera and told the fans that she wanted somebody to sneak in and assault her. It was role play. I didn't abuse her. They were in some kind of relationship.
That's not a defense.
Plans Tuesday, an exceptional episode of This Is Us, where a lifetime of questions are finally answered. All new This Is Us Tuesday, right here on NBC. Well, Stephen Montez's moment run from the locker room by Taylor Heineke while we're in break. And Montez with a pat on the head. And Taylor will go back out after having that left shoulder looked at. And you see some tape underneath there as well.
And so now Washington's gotta find a way here. Gotta find a way to get something done and continue this season of success for them. Tampa Bay season, not the way they expected, but they were able to get the result that they wanted, get in the playoffs. Washington this season, not that they expected at all, but what a crazy season in a division that just could not win until the final game. And how close it was for this game to being in MetLife Stadium against the Giants, but it's here at FedEx Field against Washington. And this game, Heineke is still in there. They're going to need 2 touchdowns. Well, technically, they could get a touchdown field goal and a 2-point conversion. Safety, but that really doesn't count. It's not the same drive. Second down after a short throw by Heineke. Listen, I know I was upset with Washington because the Giants went in, but I don't mind Washington. I don't have that much of a problem with them. My grandparents live by FedEx Field. I don't care too much. I kind of like them. It's just that they bested the Giants to get in the division. I've never really liked Tampa. I like Tom Brady. I've never really liked Tampa. I don't really care too much about either of these teams. Although I really like Washington sports, so to see them to see Washington in the playoffs more for Washington sports would be nice, just not for the team. First down for Gibson. He's able to go through David's tackle and
They are 2 dynamic players, and Devin White brings so much energy. They really want to get him back in the lineup, no doubt.
Here is Heineke under shotgun. Heineke throws over the middle to the 40. And it's a first down, Washington, just like that. Time is ticking, though. 7:48 left in the game. Yeah, I love the Caps. I told you my story with the Washington Capitals. And again, another rival of my teams, the Washington Nationals. I was really happy when they won the championship, and I like a lot of their players. Wizards, I don't care. It's just, I don't care. And John Wall left, too. I forget where he went. He went somewhere. Here is Heineke, a short throw. Thomas gets pushed out of bounds. And Logan Thomas will get the second down and short right there for Washington. That will stop the clock. Also, Campbell and I had a conversation on the radio show. You know where it is if you want to listen to it on Monday about what team in Canada will be the best to win the Stanley Cup. So if you want to listen, that'll be at the end of the show. That'll be a good one. Gibson close to the first down marker. It'll be 3rd and 1. Yeah, I don't really like the Astros either, but I really liked Washington Nationals. I've been by that stadium tons of times. Never been to a Nationals home game, but I've been to a bunch of Mets Nationals games. So I usually don't root for them in the regular season because the Mets and the Nationals are always battling each other. And there have been some bad games that the Mets have blown because of the Nationals' speed. Here is a first down thrown to Logan Thomas. And they're moving the ball, but they've got to get quicker because this clock is continuing to run, and it's quarter 4. Yes. Yes, I did. Well, I shouldn't have said anything. I shouldn't have said that about it, but I did say Vancouver. Yes, I did say that. So, if you want to hear more of that and other stuff, just listen to the show on Monday. Again, for you, It's 1 to 2. It's 1 to 2 p.m. Here's Heineke throwing over the middle. He caught at the 11. McLaurin, who's been dynamite against the NFC East, is the guy who will catch the ball and will put the Washington football team into the red zone and just outside of the first and goal area. Here's Heineke, power throw to the end zone, incomplete because Thomas was being covered. If they score a touchdown here to get an extra point, which they should go for two, not for two, they should go for it on fourth down, they would be down by 5 then.
Obviously, 4-down territory. You need a touchdown here, so you've got
Yeah.
time to.
But I think the Canucks are the favorites to win the division as well. There's only one team I think that could best the Canucks for the division, and there's only one team I think that would be able to beat the Canucks in the playoffs in that division. Thrown and tipped. Incomplete. He was going for Sims or Mims, forget which one. Number 89. 4:57 to go. It's third down. You can take some guesses at. Sure. I wanted to do this before, but we can do that now. So let's go ahead. We're not going to do. We won't do like how many wins they get or how many points, but we just do teams. So let's start with. I don't know what it's called, but what is the? For the divisions, the I don't know what it's called, but the Metro. It's the Devils, Capitals, Bruins. Let's do that division. So when you're ready, Heineke throws to the back of the end zone. We're both feet down. Yes! Touchdown, Washington! The team from the capital of the country are not ready to check out just yet. A toe drag behind the first foot, and this is a clear touchdown on third down. We've seen a lot of toe drags in the playoffs. This one puts Washington now. Actually, hold on a second. We're going to look at this. And they're still looking at this play to see if the toe is down. They're looking to see if the 2 feet were down. Now they're down. If this maintains, they would be down by 6 with an extra point to take to cut the deficit to 5. So they're trying to see if after the toe drags, the ball is found and that he juggled it in the end zone. I don't see that the case. The football was close to the mask, but let's see this. So this is the 1 foot, and then this is the toe drag.
It just doesn't look like it's a complete loss of control on this play. It's like I said, it's close. One hand may come off, but I don't think it's a clear loss of control. It's got to be obvious. See, that left hand is still on it right there.
And I have to say, this is what I've hated about replay ever since it got put in. We slow this down microsecond. Everybody in America watches this and thinks he caught the ball. This to me is a touchdown.
Tony, I couldn't agree more. I mean, he's caught this football. I mean, do you really want to micromanage this play?
It does. And Tom Brady is screaming incomplete because of the stupid rule. He was bobbling a little bit, but I mean, it's a catch. Come on, like he goes up, there's the 1 foot, the touchdown. That's usually what a touchdown would be. And the official also signifies touchdown immediately. I didn't click the horn yet. I didn't see the official. Also, that's an interesting thing. Here's the call. Yep. Touchdown, Washington. They're within 6, extra point. We'll put them within 5. Here's the kick. And the kick is good. So they now trail by 5 with 4:51 to go. Washington will kick the ball off. Probably won't go onside. But Heineke Alex Smith injured with the calf. So if Washington can come back and win this game, let's see if maybe Heineke plays in round 2.
Yes, this is just so you would get me a touchdown on that.
Well, I've got the same thing.
All right. East. Okay, so that's the first division, right? All right, worst to first. Can we do first if you don't mind, Josh? I'd like to do first because it's just hard. It's just easier for me to go down the line that way. All right. First in the division is Boston for me. Boston, then the Flyers, then the Capitals, then the Islanders, then the Rangers at 5. No, excuse me. Penguins at 5. Okay, 1 is Boston. We might not be able to finish it tonight. If we don't, we can do it tomorrow. But 1 is Boston for me, okay? You got that? Bucks are getting ready for an onside kick. They're not going that way. I didn't think they would. Taken at the 15, past the 20, and goes out the 23. Flyers won. Wow. Okay. My number 2 is Philadelphia. Bruins 2. My number 2 is Philadelphia. So we got them swapped. My number 3 are the Capitals. My number 4 are the team that, even though they're not regular season great, I believe is the best team in the Eastern Conference. The New York Islanders, I believe, are going to be number 4. Will be the Islanders. Tom Brady, handoff. Fournette for a few yards. Okay. My number 5 is Pittsburgh. Number 6 are the New York Rangers. 2nd and 8, and the crowd screaming defense. Well, it's not really the crowd. I don't think there's anybody here. Low snap. Here's Tom Brady. Brady throws, pressured. He has Evans. Mike Evans with a huge pickup, and Tampa Bay just goes right down the field. That blows the wind out of the sails of the Washington team. Wow, that's higher than I got the Devils. I don't think the Devils will be that good. Number 7, New Jersey. Number 7 for me is New Jersey. Who's your number 7? Rangers. Number 8, we share the same, Buffalo. Hand off to Fournette. Fournette goes around the edges. Fournette slides down like a quarterback after he gets the first down. And inbounds as well, which keeps the clock moving and ticking on the Washington season. I think they just called timeout. Their first of the half. Okay, now we'll do the next division. And also that means that the playoffs started then. That would be Boston would play the Islanders and Washington would play the Flyers. Okay. Let's look up the divisions because I'm not sure all the divisions. Yeah, tomorrow we'll have 3 games, all at the same time as the games today. So you'll find me to live stream them all, and I'll have the night game full from start to finish, not like today because I won't have anything to do.
So tomorrow on ABC and ESPN, Steve Wilson, Tennessee, then Chicago, New Orleans, and then our game on Sunday Night Football to wrap up the Super Wild Card weekend. Fournette carries there for a couple of yards. And Tony, you look
all right, let me know if you're ready for the next division. Are you ready for the next division? Josh, just let me know. Central Division. I didn't know the name. Central Division.
I think it just shows you that you get to the playoffs, especially this year, you can't take anything for granted. And everybody has a little bit of a problem or whatever, but they're going to fight through it. And we're seeing Washington fight through some adversity here to give themselves a chance in this game.
Here is Brady. Brady goes down. Deron Payne, and if Washington wants to call another timeout, they can. I think they did. 3:40 to go. And a big sack. I don't know if they're out of field goal range. But a sack definitely helps. Third and 18. Washington can go and get another sack. I say they absolutely do it. Tampa Bay as well for me. The Lightning definitely. I think the Lightning will win the President's Trophy. Yep, Lightning number 1 for me as well. Absolutely. I agree with that. That's my number 1. My number 2 is Dallas. Ooh, that's not good. The rookie from Ohio State. Great defensive player, Young. Chase Young just was limping a little bit after a block. He's on the bench right now. 3rd and 18. Brady throws short and hurdled short of the first down, but they're automatically in field goal range. They're automatically in field goal range now. It will still be a 1-possession game if they hit a field goal, but then you go into 2-point conversion territory. So what a play by Brady. It would have been a long field goal. They put him in absolute draining range. So he throws it over. They don't get the first down, but they get close. And instead of possibly even punting, they make it. They'll have a chance to make it an 8-point game with 3. They thought, the time will also move, so it'll be less than 3 minutes when Washington gets the ball. They'll have the 2-minute warning, but no timeouts. Hopkins, kick, almost got blocked. It almost went wide. Neither happened. It's good. Tampa Bay 31, Washington 23. They lead by 8. So now Heineke will have to lead a game-tying drive to get a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Dallas 2. Okay, my number 3 is Florida. So that's my number 3. By the way, President's Trophy got another team. Okay. Now, when I say President's Trophy, I don't think they're going to – actually, I don't really think they're going to go that far. I just think that they're going to win that trophy. Because remember, everybody thought that Tampa Bay was losers that couldn't win. Well, now that they won the Cup and even though they didn't win the President's Trophy, they put up all those numbers in the playoffs and everything. They're the class of the league again, and they look great. And they're the favorites, so they could slip back into that way. Carolina 3. Ooh. I have Florida 3. My number 4 is Columbus. They're my number 4, Columbus. Kick is up. I never really think about Columbus or give them much respect. Well, you better. They're a good team. Also, I don't know when, but the Blue Jackets, I don't know if they'll win. I don't think they'll win, but at some point in the next few years, Columbus is going to go to the Stanley Cup final. They're good. Like, they've got a franchise. They remind me of the Nashville Predators from a few years ago after they kind of reloaded, like 2013. They remind me a lot of that team. They're going to get to the Cup final. Not when we expect it, but they're going to go to the final. Not this year. You're 4th, Florida. Actually, you are doing what I usually do and underestimating Columbus. Say they don't get to the playoffs. Okay. Here is Heineke stepping up. Heineke, a deep throw. Caught. Flag on the play. Penalty on the play, but that's caught. From where he was, I didn't see a hold against Washington. Maybe there was. Let's see. A defensive holding, which gets declined because of the deep pass. 2:41 to go. There's still the 2-minute warning. Because it's a penalty, I think the clock will stop, or at least it doesn't start running until the official stands behind. Anyway, let's get back to this. Number 5. My number 5 is Carolina. That's my number 5. Carolina. Heineke stepping up, throwing, caught by Cameron Sims, and just as he tries to get to the line, a penalty flag is thrown. Again, if this is against Washington, I don't see where it could have been thrown. But this might be a defensive hold on Tampa Bay again. Another defensive holding, and another one declined because of the pass. So Washington, just like that, 2 key passes. Tampa Bay commits stupid penalties. Your 5 is Columbus. So we kind of think that different teams will sneak in at different points. Well, you think Carolina's going to do a lot better than I do. I'm just not sold on them. People think I'm weird for saying that, but I'm just not sold on them. Here's a throw over the top. And Heineke jerks his head down. I thought I had it, that kind of thing.
Let me come back to that point. In the rules, the clock stops after all penalties in the last 5 minutes of the fourth quarter. Doesn't restart until the snap. Why is that important? You got them down here with 2:27. They can do everything. They've got plenty of time. So those 2 flags are big help in Washington's cause out of timeout.
Here is Heineke. He's blitzed. He throws a short pass and tripped up. Tampa Bay saying incomplete, but he definitely had the ball, and he just put the ball down on the sideline. 3rd down. So McKissick catches this ball, right? He's going down. It loses the ball. Oh, you know what? That might not be a catch. Because he catches it. The ruling on the field is incomplete. I mean, he caught it. He ran for a little bit, but that ball is kind of bobbling around. I'm not too bad against that call. After this play, we'll get going with the next one. They're looking at this. Here is Heineke, who gets sacked at the 40, and they got the 2-minute warning, so they don't have to snap the ball now if they want to. Now it's 4th down. They've got no timeouts. I don't think they're in a position where they can punt. And they really can't. They really can't just punt. Here we go. Number 6 for me is Nashville. That's my 6, Nashville.
That is a second-team All-Pro man. 4th and 21. Got to have it down coming up. 3 more games coming up. Welcome back to.
If you're from Cleveland, you're born being a Browns fan.
They're a football town. They love us.
This city needs the playoff win.
Right now, we're just trying to ride the wave.
We're ready to take on Pittsburgh anytime, anywhere, baby.
Well, I'm excited. Tony, you've lived that rivalry. You've seen it in the playoffs. It'll be such a treat tomorrow night.
It will be. And the runners, Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt against the passing game of Pittsburgh. It's going to be fun to watch.
Nashville 6. My 7, everybody's going to disagree with. My 7's Hockey Town, Detroit. Detroit gets the 7 seed over the other team from Madison. So I think Detroit 7. 4th and 21. Heineke gets the shotgun snap. They need 21 yards, and that probably is the season if it doesn't happen. And he's going to throw this one deep down the field. Up for grabs. Incomplete. Incomplete with a minute 51 that took 9 seconds. I don't think there's any way Washington even gets the ball back here. So Heineke in his own end just couldn't get that ball to a Washington player, and this might be the end a week after they clinch the playoffs of the season for Washington. We'll see, but it doesn't look like they're going to have a chance. Thomas just didn't get a chance. The 2 corners, he's a big guy with 2 corners out there trying to defend. And the Blackhawks 8. Yep, that's how I see it. All right. The North Division, the Canadian Division. Let's do that. North Division. Think we both have the same division winner for the North Division. Let's do that now. 2nd and 11. Tampa, I'll take a knee down here. Again, I'm trying to think of the seconds in, and even if they took forever to punt, I don't think Washington would even have like a pitch play. I don't think, right? Like.
Speak of a moment, it's been more than a moment since Tampa Bay has been able to celebrate a playoff victory.
We'll take the kneel down. They would go to 4th down because there's more time in the play clock than there is on the game clock. But on 4th down, they don't need to ever snap the ball on 4th down. So they won't ever get it. Yes, as well as I do, I believe Vancouver wins the division. Number 2, you disrespect them a little bit more than I do. So I don't think we'll have the same number 2s. My number 2 are the Toronto Maple Leafs, who got better. I know you always say the Maple Laughs, but they got better in this offseason. They really did. I believe they will go to get the 2nd round division in the playoffs. Tampa Bay now in Washington. The game basically is over. They are shaking hands, and Washington, which has been a phenomenal season for the Washington football team. Edmonton! Wow. That's interesting. That is not the team I thought you would put at number 2. 4, 3, 2, 1, and it's over. Tampa Bay eliminates Washington from the playoffs. They advance to the 2nd round. Not sure who they play. It'll all be reliant on what happens tomorrow afternoon between the Chicago Bears and the New Orleans Saints. But there you go. Washington is done. Tampa Bay is moving on. The Buccaneers, in the first ever playoff win for Tom Brady, not with the New England Patriots, the Buccaneers go to the 2nd round. The first time in years. All right, you said Edmonton. I said Toronto. My 3 seed, I have a feeling, will be your 3 as well. My 3 seed is, you'll see. Who I think you'd put is who the 3 seed will be. Calgary. That's who I'm putting for 3, the Calgary Flames. I thought you'd put Calgary there as well. But Calgary, I say 3 to play Toronto in the playoffs. Your 3 also is the Flames. Okay. I assume your 4 is Toronto. My 4 is not Edmonton. I don't think Edmonton makes the playoffs. My 4 is not Montreal. I don't think they get there either. Or Winnipeg. Believe it or not, and this is the thing that I can't believe this, but I don't think they're going to go far. My 4 is Ottawa. Senators get to the playoffs. Don't have a great time against our guys, but I think the Senators will get in. I believe the Oilers will miss the playoffs. They're way too inconsistent for me. So my 4 is Ottawa. I'm assuming you put Toronto. What I don't believe in is a lot of fans saying that this is Montreal's chance to go kind of far, and it's not happening. I think they're going to go back to Montreal. Wow, really? You don't think Maple Leafs don't make the playoffs? Ooh, I don't agree with that. But okay, Montreal. So Canadiens Canucks would be awesome. Battle of Alberta. You have cooler playoff matchups than I, but I just don't think they'll happen. I have Calgary versus Toronto and Vancouver versus Ottawa. All right, final division, West Division. West Division. My number 1 for the West Division is the team that I believe will have the second best record in the NHL, the best record in the Western Conference, and the team that will win the Stanley Cup. The Colorado Avalanche for the West Division. I believe they will have the best record in the West Division and win the West Division. So tell me yours.
Wrapping up with Tampa Bay getting its first playoff win in 18 years, winning here in Landover over the Washington football team 31-23.
Oh, that's right. We didn't finish the. You're right. I forgot. 5 Toronto, 6 Winnipeg, 7 Ottawa, by the way. And aren't there 8? Oh, no, they're only 7. That's right. My 5 is Edmonton. My 6 is Montreal. My 7 is Winnipeg. I don't believe they'll win the President's Trophy, but I think they'll finish like 3 points behind Tampa. So I'm with you. I think they'll definitely be one of the best teams in the league. I think they'll do what Tampa Bay doesn't do. I don't think Tampa Bay will win a playoff round. But we quickly do that too. Like who wins what. Yeah, why don't we do that as well? Who wins what, and we'll get there at the end. But Avalanche number 1. For me, number 2 is Vegas. Me, number 2 are the Vegas Golden Knights.
Leonard, congratulations. A big playoff win for you and your teammates. With Ronald Jones out, you had to handle a bulk of the load on the ground. How much pressure did you feel going into this game knowing that?
Vegas as well. Okay. My number 3 is St. Louis. Yeah, my number 3 is St. Louis. I don't know yours. Why don't you tell me that? Okay, as well. My number 4 is Arizona.
Any special notes you'll be looking at going into next weekend?
You're ready. Just know that. Gotta be prepared. There's gonna be a dogfight.
All right, Leonard, thank you very much. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you, Catherine. T-Max topic there.
My number 5 is Minnesota. We might have the same division. Actually, no. I think our 7 and 8 are going to be flipped. I have a weird feeling because I really feel my number 8 is going to be like super bad this year, and they're also for an example. You can see my number 8 faintly in the background. The hat of my number 8 team, of who I believe to have the worst record in the league. You can see it in the background. Now you can see 2 pretty terrible teams in the background if you're looking where I'm looking. But you might not get it there. 5 Wild. Okay. Number 6, Anaheim.
Hey, man, we're here. You don't trust me here in Vegas, do you? Well, I thought we had a breakthrough with the Volkswagen. We did, yes. We broke through. That's the Volkswagen? That's the Volkswagen.
All right, here is where I think we're gonna switch. Number 7, Los Angeles. Which is I think you're gonna put someone else here. I don't know if you will though.
Tired of clean clothes that just don't smell clean? What if your clothes could stay fresh for weeks? Now they can. This towel has already been used, and it still smells fresh. Pour a cap of Downy Unstoppables into your washing machine before each load, and enjoy.
Wow, you also believed we have the same divisions. Number 8, who I believe to be the worst team in the National Hockey League this season, the San Jose Sharks. I believe they're going to have the worst record out of any team in the National Hockey League. San Jose. And then they're going to stop thinking about what players they have and start thinking about how to sign their key players and start the rebuild. So that's my team, number 8, San Jose. So, Josh, then San Jose. So we have all the same standings. Right, Josh? Sharks? Okay, I have, let's do quick playoff standings. I have, in the playoffs, I have for the East or whatever it is, for the East, I have the Islanders beating the Bruins in 6 games. Islanders beat the Bruins in 6 games, and the Capitals beat the Flyers in 7 games. I'll kind of go quickly, because it'll take me a little bit just to wait for every one of your answers. For the Central, I have Columbus upsetting Tampa Bay in 7, and in the third playoff series for a straight series for Columbus and Tampa Bay, and I have what's the second? What are the second and 3 seeds that I gave him? Is Florida and Dallas. I think I want Florida to win badly, but I just don't think they could beat the Dallas Stars. Flyers over Isles in 7. Caps over Bruins in 7. Okay. But wait, didn't you put Caps as... No, you put Caps at 3. Wait, Josh. You put Caps at 3, I'm pretty sure. If the Flyers at 1... I'm confused. Wait, isn't it Isle? Oh. Yeah, you put Flyers at 1. Oh, I got confused. Yep. My bad. Okay. Lightning over Florida in 5. I have the Lightning. I have the as I said, the Blue Jackets being the Lightning in 7, and then I have Dallas beating Florida in 5. I like Florida, but I think Florida could beat a lot of different teams in that series. I think Florida could beat Tampa. I don't think they can beat Dallas. I don't think they're going to be able to beat Dallas. So there we go. Dallas of a Carolina sweep. Yeah, Dallas is better than most of the teams. All right. So in the North Division, Vancouver, a 5-game series win over the Ottawa Senators, and a 7-game series win by the Maple Leafs over Calgary. So you've got the Battle of Alberta and the Canucks against hockey's royalty, although favored. Canucks over Montreal in 6. Who wins the Battle of Alberta? I have an idea who you think is going to win the Battle of Alberta. I would favor the team that I think you'll have winning as well. I didn't think you're going to put that many games, but yeah, I think Flames are Oilers. Yeah. Okay. West Division. St. Louis over Colorado. No. St. Louis, Vegas. Vegas beats the Blues in 7. Yeah, the Blues beat Vegas in 7.
Honey, I'm coming to some money. And I'm going to need a new sandwich.
And Avs over Arizona in 5. Avs over Arizona in 4. Yeah, I have Avalanche over Arizona in 4. And yeah, St. Louis, Vegas. I said Vegas in 7. Okay. So there we go. Let's start with the West then. The second round. Vegas plays Colorado. I say Colorado wins in 6 and heads to the first conference final since 2002 for them. That's Vegas wins in 7 over the Avalanche. Whoa. Okay. In the North, Vancouver. Yeah, I know. In the North, Vancouver. For me, Vancouver plays Toronto. Vancouver wins in 6 games over the Maple Leafs and heads to the conference final.
Truth is, it's a cold, fast, crazy world out there. If you know the right places to go.
During the Jeep 4x4 sales event, well-qualified returning lessees get a low-mileage lease on these 2021 Jeep vehicles for under $200.
Canucks beat the Flames in 5. Okay. If the Canucks played the Flames, I don't think it would go in that many games, or at least it would be a 5-game series that felt 7. Calgary scares me in that division. Calgary. Everybody's like, "Oh, Calgary can't win a series." Every time Calgary gets into the playoffs, I always think they're going to win 1 or 2 series. They just look good. I don't like them, but I respect them. Again, remember, I used to love Calgary, and I just don't anymore. Vegas. No, we went through that. So, Canucks with the Maple Leafs. Central Division. Dallas and Columbus. I think an upset. I think Columbus beats Dallas in 4. I think a Blue Jacket sweep as an upset. So there you go. So you have Tampa Bay and Dallas, the rematch of the Stanley Cup final in the second round of the playoffs. I have Tampa Bay. I have Dallas and Columbus sweeping the Stars out of the playoffs. So I have the Columbus Blue Jackets taking down the defending Cup champs in 7 in the first round, and then taking down the defending conference champs 4. Dallas upset in 7. Oh wow! How good that would feel for them. So Dallas goes to the conference final. So right now you've got Vancouver and Vegas in the. Oh God, I don't want to see that. In the conference final in the West, and in the East you got Dallas versus. For me, I've got Boston or no, not Boston. I've got the Islanders and the Capitals. Islanders in 5. Yeah, Islanders in 5 over Boston. Or not Boston. I keep saying that. They beat Boston in the first round. Islanders in 5 over the Capitals.
But we do know the FBI has begun making arrests, like Richard Barnett, the man with his feet up on Nancy Pelosi's desk.
Flyers over Washington. Flyers over Washington sweep. Okay. Wow. So Flyers go to the conference final. So Flyers in the Eastern Conference final over the Stars. Interesting.
Who is a malignant narcissist, pathological liar, and psychopath at the same time.
Putting the blame squarely on the president for
So in the Eastern Conference final for me, I've got the New York Islanders up against the Columbus Blue Jackets. And the Islanders end Columbus's magical run in 6 games. They win the Eastern Conference. They win the Prince of Wales Trophy and head to the Eastern Conference final. So Dallas and Philadelphia, who heads to the Stanley Cup final? Does Dallas defend their conference title, except this time they'd be the first team to win a Western Conference championship, and then the next year win an Eastern Conference championship? Do they win the Prince of Wales Trophy after winning the Clarence Campbell the year before? Or does Philadelphia go to their first Stanley Cup final since 2010? Dallas went to the Stanley Cup final for the first time in 20 years. Maybe the Flyers go to the first Stanley Cup since in 10. Yes, they do. Flyers go to the Cup final. Okay. So Islanders going to the first Stanley Cup final since 1984. Vancouver and Colorado, I hate to do it, but Colorado wins in 5 over Vancouver. Vancouver storybook run, but they're learning. We're learning. We're getting better. We're getting to the point where we'll be able to get to the Cup final. At that point, we're not going to lose. But we're just not there yet. I don't believe this Canucks team is there to win the Cup or get to the Cup final, but I think that they're there to win a division and win a few rounds. So Canucks lose in 5 to Colorado. Colorado wins the Clarence Campbell Bowl and heads to the final over the New York Islanders. So who's meeting the Flyers in the conference in the Cup final? Vancouver or Vegas? Yeah, I don't think the Canucks will be able to win a cup in 2022. I think they could win the West, but I just don't want to give them 3, but 4 or 5 years. Because I want to wait till everybody's matured. When everybody's matured, like I want to get a team kind of like 2011 where everybody's just ready. You don't want to. I think this Canuck team would be better equipped to run it. Would be better equipped to get a 2011 form where everyone is loaded and expected to win and just mature and everyone just is playoff ready than to get a 1994 version that just runs out of nowhere. I think we're better to kind of wait our turn and then get to the Cup final because I don't want to get to the Cup final and then be crying at Game 7. I want to get to the Cup final knowing that we'll win the Cup. Yeah, but Vegas, okay, so you got Vegas and Philadelphia. That could happen. All right. Just tell me who wins. Tell me who wins and who's your Conn Smythe Trophy. I will guess who I think you will think will win. That makes weird sense. I will guess that you say Philadelphia in 6, and the Conn Smythe Trophy winner is Couturier. That's my guess of your guess. And I'll tell you who I am having winning the Conn Smythe Trophy and winning the Cup. And me telling you who already won the Cup earlier, you should pretty much guess who would win the Conn Smythe. But who wins the Cup? Who wins the Cup? And who wins the Conn Smythe?
Nancy Falache never imagined she'd be out of work, but the pandemic has forced her to adapt.
I think that President Biden said it so well when he was like, we have a dark winter ahead. And it was kind of that moment of just like, this is going to be a long winter.
Josh, you there? Tell me who you picked up, because I got to end the stream soon. Vegas in 7 upset. Conn Smythe Trangelo. Awesome. My Conn Smythe, dark horse of the Conn Smythe in 2019 when they won the Cup against the Boston Bruins. Colorado wins the Cup. In fact, an overtime game winner by Cale Makar to bring the Cup to Denver, the third Cup ever in their history. And yeah, Colorado wins the Cup, obviously. Yep, Makar wins overtime. The Conn Smythe Trophy goes to what 2022, sadly, if you're fans of teams that don't like this team, all right, this year is going to be the year of Nate. McKinnon's going to win, not the Selke, but he's going to win basically everything he can. He's going to win the Art Ross. He's going to win the Hart. He's going to win the Conn Smythe Trophy. This is just going to be the year. I mean, you may not like I hate the Colorado Avalanche. All my teams really have vendettas against them, but you can't hate Nathan McKinnon. He's amazing. He is so good. Your favorite Avalanche player. Mine actually might not be McKinnon. Might be, I love McKinnon, but I don't think he's my favorite player. Mine is, I like Burakovsky a lot. Mine's probably Landeskog. Landeskog is awesome and also very fashionable too. Got great hair, got great suits, all that stuff, and obviously great hockey player. Landeskog is awesome. Gabriel's probably my favorite Colorado player, but Nathan is a great player. So I think this is Nate's year, and the Cup's coming back to Cole Harbor for the first time since 2017 with their other star. I think they win the Cup. He wins the Conn Smythe in 5 games over the Islanders, thanks to the overtime magic of Cale Makar. All right, see you tomorrow for a game that, Josh, I know you'll be very stressed about. Hopefully my stream can relieve your stress. Have a good night's sleep as you await tomorrow's game, which I'll be streaming at 1:05 Eastern, 10:05 Pacific. So it's going to be a really early stream, so get up for that, between Tennessee and your Baltimore Ravens. Then the second stream at 4:40 Eastern, 1:40 Pacific, between New Orleans and Chicago, which will determine where Tampa Bay and Los Angeles play. And also the nightcap between Cleveland and Pittsburgh at 8:15 Eastern, 5:15 Pacific tonight. So I'll see you tomorrow. Happy hockey, everybody. Good night, and have a great rest of the night. And I'll see you tomorrow for some football. Baltimore, Tennessee, New Orleans, Chicago, and Cleveland and Pittsburgh.